We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. Volume.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again.
Hey, it's Kennedy and my brother from another mother. What's happening?
What's going on with you?
Man, I am relieved that I finally have that video being completed off of my checklist, bro. I'm talking about you have no idea.
No, I know how it is to have
Man.
that lingering thing, and you finally being able to have it off your plate. I get it.
Yeah, and it came out dope. So I was definitely glad about that though, man. And yeah, man, that was like, I'm talking about, it was just like, let me get that off your back real quick there, man. So yeah.
Nah, I get it, bro. I get it. Cause I mean, this week is super duper busy for your boy. So, trying to make sure that I'm crossing T's, dotting I's, and it's crazy. So yeah, I get it. So I felt it when you sent it to me. I felt it like, oh yeah, that weight is off of him.
Ooh, man. Well, listen, man, we got some things to talk about, man. Let's get that music on. Intro, please.
All right.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
It smells what the rock.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook page. Every episode is streamed live from both platforms. Ace Kennedy. Real quick, before we get started, I know that we had our show on Friday. And I wanted to special birthday shout out to the homie Chris Top. If you don't mind, can I get the horns, please? Horns for my guy. Horns. Listen, we didn't get a chance. I know that we kind of mentioned it as well, that he had a couple things going on for the weekend. And so I think that we especially wanted to shout him out. He was doing, he does Funk Fridays out in Dayton area. And so he had his thing going on. So that was fire. And if we can, more horns, please. Today is the homie DJ Mark Lane's birthday, by the way. Listen, I'm just sitting here like looking at the list. Original BOX McQuincy Turner birthday today. Listen, these September Virgos is out here in these streets there, man. Listen.
Virgos is here, bro. It's Virgo season. I don't know what all these other zodiac signs be talking about. It's September all over.
Shout out to Chantel as well, checking it. Listen, does that mean if you're born in September, does that mean that you were technically conceived around Christmas?
I guess so. I mean,
so y'all mama and them was out here giving up them Christmas cakes. Somebody was on Christmas break and they giving up these Christmas cakes.
But you got to understand, my parents' anniversary is on Christmas. Christmas Day is their anniversary.
Oh, so your timing does line up perfectly with Earl the Pearl. Listen, bro. Listen, man. So it was kind of funny though, man, because we were talking on last week, and the boy was recouping from the COVID. Now, the funny thing about it is I'm still noticing though, bro, that that I still have like some shortness of breaths. Like after I'm talking for a couple of minutes, I get some shortness of breath. And it's not like one of them where I'm wheezing. You know what I'm saying? I can just tell, like, man. So yesterday, yeah, as a matter of fact, I was decided I was gonna go for a walk. And a couple of days ago I went for a walk, right? Get some exercise. First time getting on out since the boy to bounce back from COVID. So I went ahead and said, all right, let me go ahead and try to accelerate it. Let me get my jog going, and then run, walk. Man, I must have died out there, bro. I'm talking about literally. I felt so winded, so out of shape though, bro. And it was just primarily because, I went from hooping at, probably in my summertime peak, right? To just no exercise at all. So I felt like I was trying to get my wind back a little bit at a time. And I'm running downhill, uphill, downhill, uphill though, man. I'm talking about just starting out to get out of my subdivision is a hill though. Must have died getting out of there trying to run though, bro. I said, oh Lord. But I made it through 3 miles and it was straight though, man. But it was brutal. Got my butt kicked though, man.
No, I get that, bro. It's gonna take a minute, and it happens like that. So yeah.
Hey, the other thing I wanted to get with you on is that we didn't get a chance to we mentioned it, right? But because our show was on the Friday and that Friday was the 10th, 9/11 was actually that following Saturday. What's crazy about that, right, is that I think that for the most part, most people I know still remember exactly what they were doing on 9/11. What was it? What do you remember about 9/11 as far as what you were doing that day, the whole 9 yards? What's your 9/11 experience?
Well, we talked about this last year on the anniversary, but basically, I mean, I was still in the Air Force at the time. I was working uh, at the commissary. I was doing like the food inspections as the trucks come in or whatever the case may be. But I always take me a good old nap, bro. And so I woke up from a nap hearing all of the stuff about, the crashing into the buildings and stuff. And so I just remember driving down to the hospital because I'm like, yo, something ain't right. I need to figure, like, I need to be around some leadership to figure out what's going on. Whoop de whoop. Drove down and was glued to the TV like everybody else. And I just remember the next day it took 4 hours to even get onto the base because they were just doing these thorough inspections on everybody's vehicle. We was in like Delta, everything was shut down, like crazy times.
Yo, so you know what I think? The things that I remember that were just different, right? Things that you could just do that you can't just do anymore. Like I remember back, when we were in high school. So we graduated in 98. I just remember just being able to ride on post, right? That you would just be able to, if you did, you had only gates, security at certain checkpoints, but I don't remember hardly anywhere in Fort. So we used to go to Sports Dome, right? And you just be able to pull up on post like it was nothing. Like it was that was like not that big of a deal. Like I remember when I would come out to visit you and you wanted to go on base, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like if I had to show my ID, it was when we wanted to buy something or get to the actual BX and go from there though, man. But I just remember just the ease of access to stuff just being so easy, bro.
The other thing too was like at airports, yeah, you could pull up to the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
People leave and to welcome them back. Like as soon as they got off the plane, you could be standing right there. You know what I'm saying?
I do miss that though, bro. I miss that you know what I'm saying? You had a little chick, she was getting off there. You want to surprise her, you can pull up with flowers and everything like that, man, and you can walk her all the way there. Sometimes you just, if this one of them times it's gonna be a long time before you see him. You used to be able to just go to the airport and just hang out with them for those hours if you needed to before they left though. And it was a regular thing though, bro. So Yeah, I'm looking at his the boy Melvin said I was at work when someone came in saying they hit New York. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I remember just getting off from an interview. I had only been in Atlanta for maybe 3 weeks. And I remember going from an interview from a job that I had at Macy's doing security there, bro. And I remember watching, by the time that I pulled it up on TV, it was only one, tower had been hit or one plane. And so by the time I'm watching it live, I'm saying, it happened a second time. And everybody was like, whoa, there's another one, blah, blah, blah. So
And then the
that's,
Pentagon too.
yeah. So for me, it was almost like I didn't see it was almost like I caught it, but while it was happening as well, though, bro. That was the thing, though, bro.
I think the saddest part was just watching, like they kept the cameras rolling. And so you saw people leaping out of buildings. You saw people trying to do whatever they could to try to get to some sort of safety. And that was the sad part. My aunt actually worked at the Pentagon, and it didn't, do much damage to the Pentagon like it did the towers. But yeah, it was crazy. And that's one thing I felt so bad for Chris because his birthday is 9/11. And so most people just immediately think of that and him trying to, celebrate his birth at a time when the country is mourning that tragic event is just one of those things. So I always try to make sure that I wish him some extra happy birthdays on this day because I know it gets drowned out sometimes.
What's what's wild, bro, is that so since I'm playing basketball now, right? What's wild about that is that my team that I'm on, so this past team that I was on, my guys where I wasn't, I don't think I was the oldest person on the team. I was like the third oldest on the team. And then now I'm the oldest person on this season that I'm doing now, right? And so what's crazy about it is that these cats are all like 20, under 25. Most of the people, I would say our average age on our team is like 22. And then probably if it's 23, it's me at 40 that puts us that much higher, right? And so it was funny because like the other day, we were talking about, what I'm saying, like things that young kids just don't know anything about, right? And so that was one of the things. One of the good players on our team, he's like he's 19, right? And I was like, dang, bro, so you even well after 9/11, you like a year after you wasn't born. You were born into after 9/11, so you have no idea. And this all came out because I had on I had my Soul Glow shirt on, and he had no idea about Soul Glow, nothing at all. And so he is with a straight face, like, no, like for real, like he's like, tell me about the old days, right? And I was like, bro, are you serious?
So like he's been getting molested by the TSA because he don't know nothing different.
Has no idea why TSA is so aggressive. Has no idea why TSA feels like they are the mayors of the city, though, bro.
So if somebody said, bro, we about to go postal, he ain't even gonna know what that means.
Doesn't know what going postal. He probably knows that it's a pop culture phrase. Oh, they going postal out there. Don't know about what it really is. And what's funny about that, right, is that I still remember, bro, like TSA. I remember when I moved here, right? This is how fast TSA in itself kind of stood up, because I remember having worked at Macy's for 10 months. So after 9/11, then worked there for 10 months. And then the company that I'm with now did the airport screenings to hire all these TSA people. So they would send, because they needed to get so many people screened, they would send staff to these airports to screen people on the spot and blah, 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 though, man. So it was just crazy on how that just didn't exist. And then overnight, it was a necessity, though, man. So it's amazing, though, bro. Like, you think about, I know technology changes, over 20 years, but I'm just talking about just a way of life when you really think about it. Not just things that are, we talk about all the time about how we were raised, right? But these are things that have changed as us being young adults, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part that I think is the craziest, bro.
Yeah, bro. So you and I like flipped out, right, when we saw the Matrix trailer, and just thinking about all these young kids that don't even know who Neo is. They don't know what the red pill is, the
When was
blue
the last?
pill.
When was the last? When did Matrix 3 come out?
Matrix. Okay, so the first one came out in '99.
Yes.
The second and third were filmed together. It had to be like maybe 2002, if I'm guessing.
Was it that
Uh,
long ago?
yeah, it's been. I'm about to look it up while we
You
talking, but
got me. Yeah, you got
yeah,
me. Wanting to.
Matrix Reloaded release date.
Jesus.
Yeah, see, because I know the first one came out in '99. All right, so the release date for the
2003.
2003. So I was close. Yeah.
So
So
these boys only know John Wick. They don't even know Neo.
they don't even know Neo. And so the thing is that you and I like flipped out for the trailer because it looked dope. They got my boy from Candyman playing the new
Can
Morpheus.
and bang.
Yeah. He also was in on the HBO show with my girl. He was the Watchman. He was
Yeah.
the
He
blue
was the
dude.
blue guy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah. Looks great, bro. But speaking of the Matrix, bro, in new movies, have you caught Shanghai yet? Shang-Chi?
Shane, no. And so this is the thing.
Shang-Chi?
I haven't watched it because the boy was on quarantine. I was in the house then, so I have not had the opportunity to go see it. But there are three movies that for me are
Mhm.
absolute must-see movies that are on my list. Shang-Chi. Is it Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi?
No, it's Shang-Chi. 'Cause,
Shang-Chi.
yeah, it's a
Shang-Chi was
joke
one.
about it in the movie. So yeah, Shang-Chi.
So Shang-Chi was one of them, right? I didn't get a chance to see it, unfortunately. And the other two, Matrix, we talked about, and the new James Bond is
December.
the movie that I have to see in person. Is the James Bond.
Yeah, well, I gotta see Dune in the movie theaters too.
Dune.
Yeah, Dune is like it's got Zendaya, it's got Oscar Isaac, it's got some new cat that I can't think of his name, but supposedly like the new Star Wars. Like this is the next big sci-fi
Really?
movie. Yeah, it's supposed to be the one, and they are been fighting to not have it released on HBO Max. Like they want it only released in theaters because it's supposed to be that movie. So like,
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, you should watch the trailers for it. It's called Dune.
I didn't. It's funny though. I did see the trailer for Hawkeye. It looks pretty dope. I mean, it looks like it would be as dope as Black Widow.
But it's not a movie though. It's the series.
Yeah, but
Like,
I guess you know me when it comes to like the action,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
there's certain times where I wanted to get like I think, and I don't, the reason why I say getting straight, the reason why I say Black Widow, it
yeah.
doesn't feel like Captain America and it doesn't feel like Winter Soldier and Falcon, right? It feels like it's more like I can see it getting
It
straight
feels
to
like
the
straight buddy cop though. Like it has the buddy cop feel, and it has that Die Hard feel to it.
yeah.
So it has the action, but it has more the grounded, maybe even close to John Wick, but not as serious.
Can't wait to see it though, bro. Can't
Yeah.
wait. Yeah.
But yeah, that Shang-Chi, bro, it's like 5 movies mixed into one, bro. It's like Star Wars, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Avatar, Game of Thrones, and Lord of the Rings mixed in one movie, bro.
What about Big Trouble in Little China and Golden Child?
Yeah, it's
You named a lot of movies, bro.
I can see Big Trouble in Little China. Like once you see what I'm saying, you'll understand why I compared all of those movies to that one movie, because it's like there's a part where the movie changes to something different and it just goes out of here, bro. It's just like, what am I watching? Like, it's crazy.
I want to see it though, man. It's just now I have no idea when I'm gonna be able to see it, because I think that usually for movies like that, there are movies that I would want to see with the fam. But I think the missus probably like probably by this weekend. I think she'd be solid, right? By Saturday, Friday or Saturday should be straight. But she's not as into the Marvel, universe like that. And I think that Landon is, but for some reason though, bro, I think that my family has gotten used to just watching movies at home to where I don't think that we would, as good as it is. I think I'm gonna end up missing out on movies just because I think that my family seems to like all of us in bed watching movies nowadays, though, bro.
Well, you're gonna have to just start going by yourself to the movies, bro.
Maybe that's what I'm gonna have to do.
You can go
Slide
with the
during the
homies. You can go
daytime.
with the homies.
Well, so that is true though, man. Like, but me and the homies don't even catch up for wings like that, like we used to,
I
though,
mean, I
bro.
know
So,
you have to just figure it out.
oh
I'm just
man,
saying, bro.
yeah.
You ain't even seen Black Widow yet, bro.
I have not seen Black Widow, bro, and I heard only good things about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen though, but here's one of the things that is interesting though, bro. This weekend, right? There were the Met Galas. Like this is one thing I think that's just interesting, right? Because I've always looked at the Met Galas, long history of, what I'm saying, over the top everything, right? So over this weekend, Met Gala pops off. And so you see all of the people bring out their, biggest reaches for fashion. I saw I saw somebody posted something that Young Thug was wearing. They haven't said my dude is sitting here looking like a bowl uh of Captain Crunch with the crunch berries in it because of his big fur coat. Everybody goes over the top. It reminds me almost like how the like a old Batman, right? How in the old Batman, it was like if this was high end fashion, you would see someone with a $50,000 dress on, and you look at it, you be like, "What the hell is you thinking out here in these streets?" Basically, and this outfit that costs a whole price of a car or a house and everything like that. So they have this Met Gala, and like I said, it's a big deal. I saw your boy Russ out there with Steph. They kind of was out there clean with the cut with the suits. But the boy Russ had his little stars and everything. But what are we gonna say? What are we listen? Before the Met Gala, Russ is out here with a whole blouse on, looking like he is about to go hoop and go to Sunday school as a female at the same time. What are we doing about this, Ace? Mister, why not?
We're not doing anything. I mean, the thing is that anybody that knows Russ knows he's deep into fashion. And when I say deep into fashion, I'm not just talking about just throwing together outfits just for the sake of it. Like Russ travels, he goes overseas. There's all type of international fashion trends that he's into, and he does stuff for photo shoots. He has partnerships with businesses. And so we're not doing anything about it. Russ is one of the most confident human beings that I've ever met. And I will say that his fashion choice was not for me. However, no, I ain't saying nothing to it. It's funny because it's
Kid
interesting.
Cudi had a dress on, performed in a dress with pearls, and he got killed. And then, not just that, the number one troll, Lil Nas X, for the MTV Awards, he has on his finest ball gown as well, which I wouldn't
Yeah,
expect
but
anything less.
right. That's not news though. Westbrook is newsworthy, but at the same time, there's Russ is so immune to that stuff, bro. Like he could care less. He couldn't care less what anybody would have to say about his decisions. He is way too confident for that. And the thing is that it's interesting because I liked what Ice Cube's son said. He said, "Hey, y'all talking about Russ like this?" He said, "But Russ will still whoop you in that same outfit."
Listen, if I'm an NBA player and I'm getting under Russell's skin, the first thing I would say to him to make him mad, Say, pull your skirt down, bro. Like it's the first thing I would say to him if I'm trying to get under his skin, if I'm
And you
trying
think
to
that's
make
gonna
him
work?
mad. Yeah, I think at some point though, bro,
That's
if you
not gonna work.
already getting, I would say, yeah, listen, I've seen him get
Especially
mad for less.
listen, if Russ ends up dunking on you or taking off on you after you have said that, what is going what I mean, what is that really doing,
I'm
bro?
gonna like he said to Zaza, I'm gonna get his ass back. That's for sure. I'm gonna get his ass back.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm saying though, it's the first thing though I'm gonna say because think about it like this though, bro. It's
Yeah.
nothing different from when Paul George said that he was dealing with the mental health, right? And then the next season, everybody was saying, "Oh, you soft," and everybody
Yeah,
was attacking him.
the difference is this though. Let's be honest. I love PG, but his mental is nowhere near where Russell's is. The thing is, Russell Westbrook has been criticized for more in his history than to be worried about somebody saying something about him wearing a dress.
Ace Kennedy.
Hurt.
So you got two big shows this weekend.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I'm sure you can go ahead and get the missus to ask you, can you wear one of her blouses out here in here and go out there like Russell Westbrook? Ace
Bro,
Kennedy,
I've already told you his fashion choice.
go out there and wear it with the Dior J's.
No. Here's the thing. What I'm wearing to the show, there is no way on earth that you would be wearing it. You already know that I'm doing something that's next
You
level.
wearing the dress?
Bro, we already had that conversation.
A kilt? Listen, this boy was out here looking like he was half Hooper, half Lil House on the Prairie dress, bro. Like, listen, bro, I'm like Russell. To me, Russ is getting all the not like I say the backlash, all the clowning. Like, I understand that Russ could care less, but I think that Russ is getting everything he deserved. Like Russ the player and Russ the off the field, off the court character. Also, all that aside. Everything that he signed up for, he is getting, and I think that he earned it, though, bro. I think that he.
But that's what I'm saying, though. He ain't phased, bro. He went straight from that photo to the Met Gala with his hair with the stars in it. Like Russ is unfazed by that stuff, bro. Like y'all wasting y'all breath, y'all wasting y'all time. If you think that that's gonna phase him, like
still open game. It doesn't matter. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that you say it thinking that it's gonna bother him, but you opened up that conversation in that kind of, Jonah.
Like, you think about it, bro. When like every year, the two people that they pick on fashion wise throughout the year is Russell Westbrook and Cam Newton, right? So what, like, okay, he added a skirt to his repertoire. Again, it's not something that I would rock, but that doesn't bother us.
But you talking like this thing about this thing about it. Okay, Ace Kennedy. This is what's crazy. Are we so far gone to are we so far gone into this? I was about to say non-denominational. But listen, that we could you can just sit here and confident, not defend Russ. But essentially, yes, you're saying, hey, that's Russ doing Russ. It doesn't bother him.
Bro, it doesn't. Russ wore a what you call them, the vest, the little photo vest.
Yeah.
Think about all of the doggone fashion choices that Russell Westbrook.
So you thought it's inevitable that he was gonna pull up in the dress?
No, it wasn't. I never thought that he would. I'm just saying, like, when I saw it, I just knew that everybody else would have the reaction that you're having. It didn't bother me because I'm thinking, like, Russ, like I said, Russ is one of the most confident people I have ever met in my life, and there's no way.
What does Mrs. Kennedy, who is the biggest Russ's fan, what does she have to say about this?
We hadn't even talked about it because it's that much of a non-issue. Like it wasn't that wasn't news.
Think about that it's not to say that it's because this is the thing about it. I fully expected Lil Nas X to pull up to the VMAs in a dress. I would have been more surprised if he would have just pulled up in some pants and Air Force Ones. but I fully expected for him to pull up there in a dress, right? I'm not gonna even hold you to I'm not expecting Russell to sit here and pull up in a dress
What
for
about
whatever the reason is.
you ain't roast Jeffrey like this?
Yes, and he'll always get that. He'll always get that. And that was some years ago. Listen, bro, I still be roasting some of these rappers that have these big old man bags that they try to say are bags. They're purses, though, bro. And I think that it goes back to try to normalize or desexualize certain things that we typically identify as something appropriate for a race. Is it that there's no way that Russell that somebody can convince me, yes, okay for Russell, like it's no, that's a new, that's okay for guys now, right? Somewhere it won't surprise me whatsoever. It won't surprise me whatsoever, right? That Russ wears a dress, and if it takes another grown man, celebrity, whoever, whatever, Kid Cudi already got his dress that he wore his. You already see a lot of these
straight sundress, bro.
Yeah, his look like a sundress dude, like he was about to put them in a.
Russ, like Rocky is saying, can at least pass for a kill, bro.
No, it could not. It looked like a long dress. This boy out here trying to
underneath it too.
Russ is out here trying to compete with these girls for sundress season out here, though, bro. And so is Kid Cudi, bro. Listen, bro. This boy Russell's out here in a sundress, dude. That's all I'm seeing when I see it. But when I see these dudes who be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I saw one of these rappers who was like Lil Uzi Vert was talking like, yeah, I got me a bunch of Birkin bags. I'm thinking like, bro, these is women bags. What are y'all talking about? Like, it doesn't matter how many of them that you have. They are still they're women stuff. So I'm gonna and I don't think I'm being too old. I ain't old man, get off my grass. I just think that's feminine though, bro. And like if
what I'm saying is you have every right to feel that way, but at the same time, like I said, Fashion Week, Met Gala, like I just know that Russ pushes the envelope when it comes to his
let me tell you this.
choice.
I wouldn't have been mad. Right? I wouldn't have been mad if Russ has a daughter and Russ's daughter, if Russ said, you know what, it's my daughter's birthday and I promised my daughter a tea party and da 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 da. And so because I couldn't give her a tea party because of this, I told her I was gonna go ahead and boom, I got some pants under this. And boom, I got my dress on because I'm trying to make anything for my daughter. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that pass.
But here's my thing, though. Why does it bother you so much?
It doesn't. You know what? This is my thing, though, Ace. It's not that it bothers me, right? But I do think that this is another one of those things, though, bro, to where it's Russ and Russ is up here, and I think the thing that I have a problem that I think I just not just realized that I have a problem with is that I just think that there's things can just normalize on their own, right? I don't think that you have to push those things like that, right? Like I think that when Russ did this dress, I knew Russ was gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna go crazy over this one.
No,
right?
That people was gonna be responding just like you. That's exactly
right. He gonna be they gonna go crazy, right? But I guess my whole point is that it's like I have no problem at all if you're saying we are trying to desexualize the identities of certain. Look at this, boy. You better go somewhere, man. This boy got his cleavage out. And he probably got these. I can't see the picture, but he got these Mary J. Blige "I'm Not Gonna Cry" boots on, bro.
And this boy's tights up underneath.
Listen, this boy's out here trying to be the baddest bitch in the club, bro.
Well, I mean, again, that's your thought process.
This boy's out here letting his balls catch some wind. I guess I can't be too mad at that.
Definitely in Europe, so he is definitely embracing the European style. So.
Listen, man. Nikwa has some cousins that are in Germany, man. They ain't wearing no dresses like that, bro. Not all of them.
But it's a skirt to begin with.
Okay, so he out here with his Princeton Letterman jacket on that got Jenny kicked out of college on Forrest Gump. And then he's out here with the Mary J. Blige boots. Like, come on, bro. Like, let them women have their own thing, though, bro.
And then
like,
he turned around and followed up with this outfit.
Let the women can't have nothing these days, though, bro. I'm not as bad at this. That outfit looks like this is just me being, me. This is just me being trying to be different. I'm not that mad at this though, man, to be completely honest. Plus, I'm not gonna even hold you though, bro. I mean, the boy's in incredible shape. So for me, like that like I don't know. When I get my six-pack off that way, every shirt that I'm gonna wear, you're gonna be able to see my six-pack through the shirt. So I'm not mad at this outfit at all.
Then he pulled this at the Met
I'm
Gala.
not worried about the Captain America hair. That part isn't that big of a deal.
See, people really thought he was gonna go real crazy at the Met Gala, and he pulled out the straight suit.
Right. And this is my thing. And here's the thing. I can see that if he was there with his wife, right? Mm-hmm. You can't go to. This is my thing. And this is fellas. Y'all made this. I don't want to seem like I'm a fashion expert, right? But there's never a time where you and your girl should be going to a special occasion and you're out dressing your girl, right? You dress down, scale things back to dress up your girl. Like you don't want so maybe, right? I thought Russ that with the hair paint, that was the mild, right? That was I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of Russell. See, then I'm hitting y'all with the suit. The suit's clean, it's traditional and everything like that. But bam, the star, the Captain America in the head, that's getting a splash of the Russ though, bro. But you can't have the star hair and then a starred up jacket, and then your girl's over here with a gown on, and then you taking the shine away from your girl though, man. So
now I will say this. So another fashion thing you never got into, you didn't get into the skinny jeans.
I didn't get it. I got into some slim, real. I've gotten into real slim. But I've never been able to get into skinny to where the ankles is tight. No.
Let me call Mrs. Kennedy. Let me see if she will tell this story. Let's see if she. I gotta catch her because she gonna try to say something. She gonna try to say something.
No, she gonna tell the truth.
No, she gonna try to say something stupid.
Yeah.
Mrs. Kennedy, you are on the Slash Brothers podcast. This is Ahmad Kennedy. How are you this evening?
Oh my gosh, I'm wonderful.
Okay, so we're having a conversation about your real husband Russell Westbrook was talking about the skirt that he had on.
Right.
But we were also talking about, Charles was saying, when it comes to couples that the guy shouldn't outdress the female or whatever the case may be. But we often have an issue when we're doing the laundry and we come across jeans. What issue do we run across when we're folding and putting up clothes?
Because we can't ever tell if they're yours or mine.
Boy, what the hell is your pants doing that being that tight?
Bro, we buy jeans from some of the same places.
No, that ain't it.
I have to look at the tag to make sure that it say, my jeans and not hers. So,
well, listen.
And also, on the note about my husband and his skirt, I think it looks wonderful on him.
Ace, there you go. If you want to wear a skirt, then she got your cosign. It's to be the baddest bitch in the club.
Whoa. I said Russell Westbrook looks good with the skirt.
Well, what is wrong with Ace Kennedy? What is wrong with Ace Kennedy wearing a skirt if you think that Russell, he'll look like a plus size woman?
But because Ace ain't fixing to wear no skirt, we have already had this conversation.
Now, I want to know what she has against you wearing,
because she knows that dress. I wouldn't wear it.
No, even if you want to, I'm asking her, what does she have against seeing you in a full ankle length, ankle bearing sundress?
Okay, well, we've already sent you pictures of his feet and his ankles with his Achilles tendon issues. So that does it for me right there. It's not
Okay,
about the legs. I
okay.
love his legs because he has soccer legs, but that's it.
So you
It's a
sparing
no for me.
everybody from the ankles.
Right. Well, Ace ain't
Yep.
finna do that no way. I have my own style. There's already questionable choices that people think that I make anyway, especially when I'm wearing to the state fair. So
Boy,
hey,
what the hell is you
Very
doing with these
questionable.
pants that tight? What are you out here with pants that are like tights, jeggings?
nah. I mean, my
They ain't
jeans,
even real jeans. Your pants
is
ain't
real
real
jeans.
jeans. Are your pants like that stretchy where they ain't even real jeans?
My joints is real jeans, bro. Real jeans, all jean over here. Ain't no jegging materials over here.
So you got a minimum of one thing that can go in all of your pockets at one time.
No, I can put everything in my pockets. My joints is dope.
How can
I
you
ain't
can't
afraid.
put a phone and wallet in your pants? Because then you're
112
gonna be lopsided.
ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Like I said, bro, just because I am very confident in what I wear and what I do, and I know what I'm capable of doing. I have a beautiful wife, 6 kids, and a grandbaby, and 3 dogs. So I am cool. I'm straight. I don't need help, and nobody. I'm 41 years old. I don't need help. Nobody telling me that what I can and cannot wear. I got them polka dot shoes that you hate, that she
I don't
hates.
hate them. I don't. Okay, I'm glad she at least said that she hate them. I don't hate them. They're just not my favorites.
Yeah, she definitely was like,
Same.
she was like, they're okay. I like, okay.
No,
Listen,
what I said is
this
they're
is
cute, and then cute to explain what I would say a woman would wear.
right. If you told me that you was getting them for Charlie, I would have like, okay, bet they cool.
Nah, they mine, they dope. I got all kind of compliments on it. But thank you, Mrs. Kennedy, for joining us on the Slash Brothers podcast. I will be jumping off shortly. And we
Listen,
appreciate you.
Ace.
What?
All right.
I
Bye.
I don't understand. Like, listen, bro. For me personally, right? I think that my legs, and I've seen other taller guys, I've seen heavier guys, I've seen other people of different sizes and different builds wear skinny pants, skinny. But the part that I can't quite get over, right? Two things, right? I can't get over because my legs are muscular, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I can't get with the fact that they're skinny where there's literally no room on the thighs, right? So that's the thing. So mine, you
Bro,
would be able to see my whole
see,
leg
that's the thing,
muscles.
bro. Listen. My jeans, I can do anything I want in these jeans. I can pull on them. It ain't like that.
Hey, so listen, let me tell you this. What's funny. So right? I just recently bought. Let's talk about buyer's remorse. It hadn't quite kicked in. So I was at H&M, right? And so I'm at H&M and thinking like, okay, you know what? I'm trying to go ahead and get back out here dating the missus again. But there's haven't been out. All of my clothes have been casuals, you know what I'm saying? So I done racked up all sweats and all this other stuff that now I'm like, if I'm going out, I don't want to just wear basketball shoes and blah, 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 blah. So I went ahead and bought me the dope loafers, right? So I was like, okay, you know what? I got the dope loafers and the slim suit. It ain't skinny, but it's real slim. So I was at H&M and I said, you know what? I was about to buy another pair of shorts or some jogging pants and everything like that. I see this pair of slacks. Now these slacks, I know that they are skinny, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get them anyway because my suit fit skinny, right? Except for on the ankles. But I was like, I'm gonna try to do the little ankle out thing that some of y'all boys be doing, right? So these particular pants, they're very tight, right? And so the thing that's crazy about them is that I didn't get a chance to try them on in the store. I had to try them on when I got home, right?
Mm-hmm.
But while I'm in line, right, to buy these pants, there's a guy in front of me returning the pants, right? He's smaller. He says, bruh. And I'm looking here. He's probably about 5'5". He looks like little, right? And so he was like, yeah, man, they like too tight. So I was like, you know what, man? I'm looking at the pants. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a shot. I go ahead and I bring them on home and I put them on in front of Landon. He was like, dang. mean, bro? They real tight. And not just that, though. Not just that you can see my muscles. You see all of the cut in my muscles. And then not just that, the crotch area is bunching up and everything. So I'm thinking like, I didn't think they, and listen, they fit perfectly because I don't need a belt or nothing. But I'm just like, this is how they supposed to fit. So they've been hanging up with the tags on because I'm still trying to debate if I'm going to return these slacks because they would go fresh with my new loafers that I was supposed to wear the ankles out with. And so, but the pants, they hella tight though, bro. I don't own a pair of pants this tight though, bro. And I just can't because I feel like, damn, you know what? Do I need to get some no print draws like girls wear the thongs because they don't want their panty lines to show? Like I'm sitting there thinking, like, do I need a man thong to wear with these damn small ass pants because you can see my drawers through the pants? They're that tight though, bro. So I got them hanging up because I've been debating that if I put these pants on, that I'm gonna be out and people gonna be like, damn, bro, your pants tight as hell, bro. I can see your whole drawers and your nuts through these, and they split through your drawers because the pants are so tight that I can see half your nuts on one side of the half, and I'm sitting here looking like I got this mangina showing through my pants because they that tight.
Is this your game? Huh?
But they look fresh. They fresh. They plaid pants. Oh, they clean. Super clean though, bro. It's like I want to get them like, I don't know if I could even get them altered because I don't know how do you loosen up some of the pants? Like, you know, you can't loosen up skinny pants though, bro. So
Oh man, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you be tripping.
I can't.
Hey man, get
but
in
listen,
this game.
But we were talking about the VMAs though, right?
Yeah.
And so the A1 troll, he did not have the baby on stage.
No, he had a solid performance, man. Him and Jack Harlow. It was a solid performance. Like again, I don't agree with everything that he did, but I mean the thing was I thought the song was fire. I thought the entrance was fire. I thought the set was dope. And again, say what you want about Lil Nas X, he is hot right now. As far as like you know, his trolling translates to sales, and that's, I mean, we talk about it all the time. It's the music business, and he's running his business the right way right now.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I saw a lot of the performances. I'm not gonna even hold you. I mean, it very, very solid performance. I think that it was, you know, one of those memorable performances where you think it wasn't like the groundbreaking, you know, once in a lifetime kind of performance. Like you remember, I still remember when Britney Spears came out and did Slave and she had the snake, like, you know what I'm saying? Or Justin Timberlake's first performance. It wasn't quite
Miley and the Wrecking Ball or Miley.
Yeah. It wasn't quite. Yeah, it wasn't her twerking and everything like that, but it was dope. And listen, probably the thing that was the most, it's gonna say, I mean, it's weird to me. It was weird to me. It was weird to me seeing Madonna with the cakes out, bro.
It wasn't weird to me. I mean, because let's be honest, she's had a lot of work done. Like,
yeah.
And so my thing is that who am I? She's entertaining this young dude anyway, right?
Who looks like Larry Boyd from Long Branch, by the way.
And then, you know, I mean, and have you seen her daughter? Her daughter was at the Met Gala, and she was looking dope.
So this is the thing. So you can't. So that's the thing. You can't. Brittany Rowe, when you say does Madonna age, I'm like, you know, if you're seeing a plastic surgeon, that's not even something that
I'm again, to each his own. But telling her face though that it's, you know, she's getting much older.
She's 60 years old. Like I think she's like 61. And here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if I'm another 61-year-old dude, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe maybe I am like, you know what I'm saying, impressed that she is 60 and that it's something, but it looks weird. It looks shaped weirdly, right? Like it looks like a fake butt. Like everything you would say.
but let's be real, bro. A lot of these chicks that we salute, they got their stuff.
But hers doesn't look put like this.
Hers doesn't look proportionate to you.
It does not. Because so this is where I'm looking at. If you got the money to get it done, then the measuring stick is Iggy Azalea, right? That's the perfect fake body to me. Like, and not to say that I'm into fake bodies, but Iggy Azalea, whoever did hers, is the standard. It's the best looking fake cakes to where you might know it, but it doesn't look disproportionate. Her thighs is right. Everything on hers look right. But Madonna's, she out here with these skinny legs, and then it just looked like she had this pamper on. And I'm just thinking, like, stop. Let me ask you this, though.
It didn't look bad to me, bro.
But here's the other thing too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it may be right, because when I don't remember, like when we were kids, right? So let's just say Madonna's prime time years, her in the 80s, right? Because that would have made us kids, and she would have been in her 20s then, right? So were you big on Madonna as a kid? Like, oh, she's sexy, whatever.
I thought she was dope. Even seeing her like in a league of their own, right?
I loved her in League of Her Own. That was when I liked her the most.
Right. So it's one of those things, right? Like, icons from that time frame we look at was Jermaine Jackson's hair. Like,
that was stuff terrible.
I'm just saying, all of our past people are trying to do something to maintain that look that they had. I
don't want to see Beyonce out here doing this, bro. Like, Beyonce at 60,
but Beyonce is already stacked differently anyway. Like, Madonna was never like thick like that. So all of her enhancements, whatever, man. If she happy and if her dude happy, hey, because
he's like, that dude's like 30 years old. I told you, he looks like, have you seen her boyfriend? He looks like Larry Boy from Long Branch, bro. He looks like Buddha. Shout out to Buddha. Matter of fact, I posted that some time ago. And I was like, all right, Buddha, I'll see you out here with Madonna. It looks just like him, though, bro. Like, he looks just like Larry Boy from Long Branch, though, bro. But it just that, like, I wasn't. It's weird, man, because I know that everybody's big on booty these days. I thought I've seen so many that I just wasn't that impressed. And then the fact that when you see, this is the thing that I can say, right? So even seeing like the Cardis, like I think Cardi has a good fake butt. Like you know that she said that it is, but if you saw it, you can almost believe that it's all her, right? So I can respect that. But it also, at the same time, it does make me appreciate Megan that much more. But then also at the VMAs, then you see Chloe Bailey out here with these buns out here, though, bro. And I was like,
I watched her performance. She was wilding.
Yeah, she was out there, and I was like, all right. She just
only got to catch 3 performances. I saw Chloe, I saw Lil Nas X, and I saw Justin. Justin seemed like, what I loved about Justin is you can tell it's been 6 years since he's been on the stage, because he was emotional. Like, he kept his face covered almost the whole time and was just to make it through. But he was killing it, bro. Like, I thought their performance was dope. His band was dope.
Listen, and let me tell you this. All right, let me tell you this. And this is gonna sound crazy, bro. I love Megan Fox, but I can't stand that she's with MJK, bro.
Oh yeah.
MJK for some reason, and it's not that I don't like him. It's just for some reason, bro. I don't like them as a couple. And you know what I think it is? I think it's primarily because it feels like she broke up with my boy from 90210, right? And then I'm thinking, like, this is a dude from our era, right? And this is the wild part, though, Ace, because it seems like she did what like, what you would think. She broke up with this dude who was older, and then got a younger guy, right? And so like, and I guess that's what you do. If you
Yeah.
older, you date down in age to make you feel younger, but it just like you a whole mama out here, and now you dating this rock star dude. He got you out here doing the rock star girl thing and everything. So I don't know, but for some reason, I'm just not a big fan of them like that, though, man. But
Bro,
I love her.
They going from Thundercats to Cougars, bro.
That might be, you might be right though, man. But then you, of course, this is the thing I thought was interesting too about Megan Fox and the boy Machine Gun Kelly was that apparently him and Connor got into a little spat, right? Now the thing I think that's interesting to me, right, is that Connor was animated and beside himself, right? And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, bro, you want to fight everybody, but you ain't trying to get in there and fight Khabib, right? That's one thing. But the other part about that too, right, is that Connor is very much a showman. I'm like, is Connor out here trying to get some of this Logan Paul money? Because what if Conor McGregor says, I want to challenge Machine Gun Kelly, right? If Connor's looking and he's thinking Tyrone Woodley made 2 million, surely Conor can make 20, right? So I'm just like, Conor, sit down somewhere, bro. You being wild extra out here though, bro.
I don't know, man. I the thing is, Connor knows that his hands is registered, and he I wouldn't put too much stock into that. I just think Connor Connor got to stand in line like some kind of way, bro.
Yeah. And listen, we were talking about dresses before we get on. I think that, listen, I saw Tiana Taylor, and listen, bro, Tiana Taylor looks like, and I don't know, she must have the best tape person in the world because it always looked like her outfits showed just enough skin to where you almost believe that her outfit is about to fall off, but it just never moves. Like it's almost like when she has her cleavage out, she has enough cleavage out to where you almost see the shadow of the darker brown, but you don't see it. And it's just almost like it's the perfect taping, and everything sits on her body so because of her frame. So perfectly though, man. And I did see the Sierra. And listen, bro, again, every time I see Sierra or Russell, I think that they are talking and staring at Future Soul, though, bro. And so I still can't help that.
You watch Tiana Taylor's show? Her and
love it though, bro.
Yeah.
Love the show. Listen, I've always, this is funny because you talk about I'm just a big Tiana Taylor and Shump fan of just them as personalities, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not looking for Shump to get back into the league. To me personally, I just like seeing them two together though, bro, to where I think that it just made sense for them to have a TV show. Plus, their daughter, June, is hilarious, bro, and has been from birth though. So it makes sense, though, bro.
Yeah, I would love for I wouldn't mind him being back in the league, to be honest. There's so many other whack people that he could.
There are a lot. I mean, but at some point though, man, you got to keep your footing because you can't just keep recycling people in the league. So I guess I'm not mad.
Go to the big three or something, like stay active.
I would want to see him do a big three, but that just pretty much means you're all but done when you go to the big three, though. Don't nobody. Joe Johnson, the only ones that came out of the big three.
Well, I mean, the thing is that big three keeps getting bigger, bro, with what they're doing. So I love listening to Ice Cube talk about how it continues to evolve. So, I mean, you never know, bro. Sometimes you just need that extra look. And then when teams is looking, especially as old as the Lakers are, they might be ready to pick him up.
You know what? Yeah, that is a good point. Listen, today, probably on now. I know that them boys be always on CP time, but Fat Joe, Ja Rule is happening tonight. Now, listen, I don't think that this is the one that anybody necessarily was just clamoring for because, to be quite honest with you, I would have much rather preferred Ja Rule versus 50, but that isn't going to happen. And you know what? To be honest, I would have loved to have seen Fat Joe versus Busta Rhymes, right?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a pretty solid not just battle, a celebration of their music and everything like that. I don't think that Fat Joe and Busta's temperaments would have allowed them to have it be as much tension as the Locks Dipset. But with that being said, though, man, Ja Rule, Fat Joe, like what are you expecting on this?
I think for Ja Rule, it didn't matter who he went against. He needs the light to be shined back on him in a positive light. People are going to remember some records that he got that is going to be like, dang, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe, I mean, I know he's got a catalog. I know, he's got fans or whatever like that, but I'm not checking for Fat Joe like that.
So look. Okay. So Ja Rule is gonna have Always On Time. Like, this is my thing. I think always would you agree that Always On Time is probably the biggest Ja Rule song?
What would it be around my baby?
Oh yeah. So he got Holla Holla. He got Thug Lovin' with Bobby Brown. I want to hear him do Clapback, which I think would be hilarious for him to do. He got of course he got all of his joints with Ashanti on there. He got the J-Lo's. Both of them got songs with I think it would be fire though if for showmanship, if they both did their songs with J-Lo back to back though, bro. And J-Lo came out on stage and they all did it. And then I think it would be fire if they did the same thing. I'm sure they're gonna do something like that with Ashanti. But I thought about it though, man. I mean, there was that point though, man, where like, in 2000, basically 2000 was a great year for music, and 2000 was right around that time where Ja Rule was there was a point in 2000, right around 2000, where the hottest artists were DMX, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and Nelly, Eminem. Like, those were like the five as far as the hottest, not to say they were the best. And I believe, did I say Eminem, Jay-Z, DMX, Ja Rule, Eminem, and Nelly, and I think that hottest, right? Listen, bro. 2000 was an incredible year for music, though, man. Reason I think that Hard Knock Life came out around then, though, man. But that period, though, man, that Pain is Love period, and Rule 336, Pain is Love. Like, he was back to back laying a smackdown out there, though, bro.
Yeah. Ja Rule, man. That's what I'm saying. I think when people hear it, obviously, just like with everything I say about all verses, with his song selection is where it's gonna, come to pass. But the thing is people are gonna celebrate Ja Rule because he got to get that Fire Fest off of him, bro. He got to get that off of him. So he needs the boost in streams and everything else because people are gonna remember his music.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you though, Ace. I've always hated how people abandon Ja Rule, bro. I think that is the word. I think it's one of the. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think that the way that hip hop, and I don't know if it's just all of hip hop. I think that the way that New York, in particular, the way that New York abandoned Ja Rule, I could never see another region abandoning someone in that way. Bro, if you think about that, right? Think about that. That's like if a new rapper came out from the West Coast, that would be like if the Game came out right after Snoop Dogg and Game was hot and was clowning Snoop Dogg and the whole West Coast stopped rocking with Snoop Dogg behind one person. I can never picture any other region doing that to one of their own, though, bro.
But to be honest though, bro, once DMX showed up, man, they felt like Ja Rule was the great value version, bro. So
I don't think so. I never felt that way, bro.
Listen, DMX, both bald head, both acting, both got the strong personalities. both got the grit and grind. So I'm telling you, bro.
different kind. No, see, different kinds of music though. But think about that though, right? Think about that. Like I could never imagine a scenario where Atlanta would turn his back on Ludacris because of something that another Atlanta rapper did.
They haven't turned their back on Luda, bro.
No, Luda aged out of hip hop, but it's just other people started to come along and become more popular. But I'm saying that nobody turned their backs on him because of something that somebody else said or did from the city.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, there, 50 that people love feuds, right? I mean, that's just it is. People love conflict. So once that, they chose sides when 50 did what he did.
And maybe it's mainstream hip hop because, like, to be quite honest with you, though, right? I feel like mainstream hip hop, for example, jumped off of Lil Flip, but they did so when T.I. was getting white hot, scorching hot, and then they jumped off of him. But I don't think that Texas ever got off of Lil Flip. And that's the thing I think that's just interesting. Maybe it's a little different because it was like New York on New York. But I couldn't imagine, though, man, any other region that would allow for one of their own artists to have one other person or one other crew or something like that, almost like make you why did I like that person? Like question your music loyalty. Like, I can't imagine that happening. Like, it's weird, man. Like I don't know how it happened with Ja Rule, bro. Like, I think Ja Rule had like this perfect storm, bro, where maybe certain people he was getting to the point where he did that last song with Ashanti and everybody was almost like, all right, bro, now we getting tired of the format. And then finally here comes 50 Cent, who's hot, and then says the right thing about him, and then it's just, all right, Ja Rule's a joke. But I've always thought Ja Rule was an incredible artist. I thought he got a very raw deal on how hip-hop in general just turned his back on Ja Rule, bro.
No, I get that. And like I said, I think that after the verses, like I said, I think he's gonna get some light back on him. So I feel that.
I hope he do, man. Like I'm not gonna lie. I was a big Ja Rule fan, man. I was a big Ja Rule fan from just an album perspective. I thought he put together great quality music, great sounding music. I thought that it was incredible the fact that he wrote the song for J-Lo, wrote the song for Mary J. Blige. Just the talent, though, man. I've always respected that, though, man. So, but people almost are like ashamed to say, "Oh, I was a fan of Ja Rule," because they think 50 was so much more gangster. Like, nah, I was a big Ja Rule fan, though, man. So my only dig against him was that he stopped doing what he was doing. So he could have just kept at it if that's what's been working, though, bro. So I don't know, man, but I like Ja Rule. Always have, though, man.
Yeah. Well, bro, what you got up for the rest of the week? Now that you got that big weight off your chest.
Man, now that I got the big weight off my chest, though, bro. So this is interesting, man. I think that for me, I actually want to. It did give me the ideas for some video I want to do for myself. So I want to start planning some video for myself. And then now that I just have this blank canvas, I think I'm ready to get back into some production, playing around with some of the samples that you sent me as well. Just kind of getting a fresh new, you know what I'm saying, listening to new sounds though, bro. So yeah. So that is going to be my thing, is creatively getting that creative outlet fulfilled. Yeah. What about you, man?
Well, of course, as soon as I get off the pod, I'm headed to rehearsal for the show for Friday. Got the show on Sunday, and got some other stuff going on Saturday. So it's going to be a very, very busy weekend. We'll talk about what we're planning to do with the pod. So yeah, it's just a big week. I'm supposed to get up with Brittany Rowe tomorrow to make sure her stuff is straight, because she's also performing. It's just busy, busy, busy. So I'm talking about as soon as I log off, I'm out and headed to rehearsal. So
Yeah. And that's dope. Oh, and listen, by the way, Mark, that is a very good point. But I think that what's funnier about it is I think that the 50 Cent Ja Rule beef, what makes it even more laughable is that 50 rapped about a clown that made it sound corny, that Ja Rule did his singing, and then 50 did the exact same thing on the exact same album and every album afterwards, though. And that actually became part of 50's signature sound, though, doing the Ja Rule. So listen, bro, like it's like I said, he got the biggest raw deal. I just can't believe how people flipped on Ja Rule, though, bro. It's crazy. Anywho, though, listen, Friday's episode, we're gonna recap the verses and see what happened. So I'm gonna be locked into that one here as well. And if you haven't already, like I said earlier, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook page. Every episode we live on both platforms at the same time. Ace Kennedy, let's get on out here. Shout out to Mark Nurse checking in. Mark knows everybody. Melvin, the Super Soldier, Brittany Rowe in the comments. Appreciate the love.
Seen Tisha in there too.
Oh yeah. And Annette was in there.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
The Slash Brothers Podcast.
Chantel was in there.
The greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast. The greatest podcast of all time.
Yep.